EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, I think he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. Gets through, and now an opening. Inside the 10, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jalen Wright, 61 yards, and his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And how about his performance in the wild card round last week? Truly one for the record books. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. In fact, the statistician was questionable for this game, trying to recover from that one. And if you didn't know any better, you would have thought they were going 11 on 10 in that game all the way through. But now for this one, can he keep it going? Can he keep the high hand?
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. A run out of the gun with Brooks. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Back to throw now on first down. And complete to Drake London. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 4. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 42 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off play action. McKay. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. McKay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go again here with Wright. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the bootleg. McKay. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. McKay. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
So nothing doing there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It fights him off. His throw incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To the air again, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is taken at the 15. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. McKay. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Complete to Myers, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. This is caught by Addison. They had all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he wisely will throw that one away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. Off the play fake. McKay. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the gun on 3rd down. McKay working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw again. Open man, he completes it to Judy. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Second down and 4.
In motion, the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This taken in by Kincaid.
So no gain on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something...
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for another already in this first half as his guys begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McKay will get this out to Barkley, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. McKay looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And London motioning left. Operating from the gun. McKay. That's caught left side by Judy. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. McKay. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone? And it's caught. Touchdown. Drake London from a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow. Addison hauls it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Burrow looking to pass. Complete. It's Dodson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Completes this to Addison out left. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. McKay, a short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. McKay to the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. 2nd down and inches. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, McKay, touchdown! Drake London with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Wright. Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 19-yard line. 136 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's Burrow. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Brock Bowers from 6 yards away. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. McKay.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there. 46 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 21, here's 2nd and a couple.
Back to throw. McKay
over the middle, caught by London.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He's been big. 2 touchdowns early. Now he's got a first down here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right.
Throwing to start the drive. McKay.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake. McKay. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. McKay.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Complete to right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Burrow will throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
1 yard gain brings us 2nd and 9.
Now 2nd and 9. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Burrow. He gets it to Addison. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings us 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. Wright's got it. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete to number 3, Jordan Addison.
Burrow looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. But now this offense comes back out on the field. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Throwing to start the drive. McKay. That's caught left side by Judy. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McKay. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, McKay. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Complete to number 89, Brock Bowers. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown! Marquise Brown with now 2 4th-quarter touchdowns. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And London motioning left.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7, just over 2 minutes to go. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Hendrickson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This is 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
Beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
London hauls this one in.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, this is Brooks.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Brooks.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go.
Now Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.